Any technology has to have a secret as a base for its successfulness. This is something that distinguishes it from the counterparts. The principle of the technology of controlling your opponent in the Kadochnikov system is the same as in paradox, but not in the conventional sense of the word, meaning a phrase that is countering the generally accepted rule and seems illogical, usually only at first sight. The combination of the progressive and the rotary motion in one move allows you to relieve any attack, including the ones with cold steel, and is the first step towards controlling the opponent. Often enough, the first task of ours is to prevent being hit. The only skill you need for that is relieving any attack. Softly taking them in the plane of the attack and using the turnover, the paradox, lead it over the plane of your body. As when we take the attack, we just change its trajectory without breaking the contact with the impact surface. We can continue controlling the opponent on our own terms. At first sight it seems pretty easy. So what is the secret? The secret is the turnover, or really in the correct combination of the progressive and rotary motion in one move. Let's get more details on this one. So, let your arm move more progressively towards the movement of your opponent. This is easy. Choosing the correct angle can save you from doing the turnover when defending, for instance, against a heavy bat attack. But because of the large amplitude of such a movement, the control over the opponent will be hard to get. This is why we need the turnover. The turnover lets you create much more advantageous conditions at a smaller amplitude, makes your movements less obvious and predictable, allows for the most advantageous start for the following control over his actions. But it is much harder to perform. The progressive motion of the whole arm, upper arm, forearm to the hand, is to be supplemented with a rotary motion of only the forearm, hand part. It means that you have to control two separate parts of movements. Upper arm, forearm, hand as progressive, and forearm, hand as rotary. A trainer's attention to at least self-control over the placement of the elbow and the forearm is very important at this stage. The elbow has to stay in the plane of attack, while the rotary motion of the forearm shouldn't turn into a beat-off. Only then this simple and easy skill will turn into the first small key that will open the door to your new abilities when controlling the opponent in hand-to-hand combat instead of fighting him.
Back to meeting the blow. There is a contact point. The same happens on the bench. We're taking the hit with the back of the hand and the wrist. Starting from the wrist, we twist the arm to avoid the hit. Those who don't pay attention will get injured. First you hold the hand still, then you twist the arm. The turn helps you to make an angle so it's done for a certain purpose.